Okay, so it is February 12th, 7:46 a.m. I have about an hour before I have to go feed my kitty cats. The kitty cats of the entire building, this entire household. There are four. Two of them are mine, two of them are somebody else's, but we do like a little breakfast thing for everyone. And my little babies, my little babies, I love them so. And it is my turn to feed them. I have said about an hour before I have to do that, before I sign into work and all that. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be writing. We finished writing that set of scenes that I thought I was going to be finished writing like within a couple days early last week, but I did not finish it until it took all week. It took all week to finish those scenes. This particular grouping of scenes, it took all week to finish them, the rough draft of them. So, oh golly, let's get into this. Just now, I'm going to be focusing, God help me, on the teenage version of these characters. I have watched some teen comedy, teen drama here and there um, to help with this quest. Let's see how I do. Um, the beginning of the beginning of the whole thing starts with a prologue, and then it gets into her being a teenager, them all being teenagers. Just at least the main character being a teenager. Um, just getting ready for a Christmas parade in her town. How did I spell candies wrong? I'm like looking at my stuff here. Whew. I love the way I like described this character in the right from the beginning. Just one sentence. She was a paramount example of carefully curated teenage rebellion. Um, I want to tell more about her being a teenager and what she was like. So I have an idea. I'm going to run with it. And we'll see. I'm like sitting here, like seeing like little editing suggestions and like clicking on them. Oh, yeah, because I spelled that wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Don't do that, Carrie. Stop doing that. You will edit later, Carrie. Now it's time to write. What am I drinking this morning? I'm drinking something called True North, Pure Energy Seltzer, cucumber lime flavor. This has zero artificial flavors, colors, sugar, sweetener, and calories. So basically, like it has like nothing in it except for natural flavors. 25% vitamin A, C, 80% niacin, 80% B6, 80% B12, 80% penofilinic acid, and 50% of zinc. Okay. So I originally discovered this stuff. I saw this, like, it has ginseng extract and organic coffee from the green coffee beans, that kind of thing. I found this at Dollar Tree. They I think they stopped making it, which is unfortunate. I can't really find it too many places. So if anybody knows where I can find this and it's not like a Dollar Tree and I can get like more flavors, because every once in a while it's like it'll show up on the shelf at like a random Dollar Tree, um, and it's like four for $1.25, and I snatch them up. But like I wonder if there's like different flavors besides this one and the what's the other one I always find? It's this, and I think there's like a black cherry or something I always find. It's mostly this one. But like it is plant-based energy blend, and when I was trying very hard to be vegan a while back, that's when I found this. Um I wasn't trying real vegan is like it's a connotation with vegan. So like I wasn't necessarily doing it because I absolutely hate animals being used for food. I don't do that. I don't hate that. I was doing it mostly to see if it benefited me health wise. It did. The problem is, I was feeling better. It was feeling pretty good. The problem is keeping up with it. Um, Cost wise, because Joe is definitely not going vegan. He definitely was like interested in trying all the different things and like giving like different things a chance. Like he's not like completely he never completely turned his nose up at it. In fact, like last I think it was last January, not this past January that we just had, but like the January before that, so January 2023, he actually I think that was when we did vegan for like a month. And I think it was around that time period, and he did it, and he did it. Like I I was like I stuck with it, but like I fully expected him to tap out like halfway through, but he did it. But he definitely wanted like a steak at the end. Um, he is really awesome because he's open to trying all these things and open to like, he doesn't want to eliminate, all that from his diet, but yet he's willing to be like, hey, let me give this a shot. So he's like really cool about that. He does draw the line with a lot of things, and I can't be mad at him for that because of everything he does try and everything he does uh, give chances to. He actually like I got him to actually like, if it's prepared correctly by somebody, he will actually eat some tofu and everything. So like when it comes to someone being adventurous about their food choices, um, on any end of the spectrum, willing to try whatever, I have to give props to my boyfriend. He is definitely willing to just try whatever, but he will not like keep his feelings about something at bay. If he really doesn't like it, he will tell you he really doesn't like it. Um, and, and it's all in his face. Like right away. There is no poker face when it comes to food that he does not like. Um, yeah, but he actually like would drink these too. Anyways, guys, I've jabbed my jaws enough. Let's get to writing. So today I am writing teenagers. God help me. So I decided to end a little bit early today. 8:38 a.m. Still February 12th. Still February 12th. So I had to end a little bit early today. Like usually I would go like right up to like 8:45. Um, Maybe a couple minutes over. So all you had to do is like I said, like run downstairs, feed the cats, start the coffee, that kind of thing, and then come back up here and sign into work. But I I reached a pretty good ending. Um, Stopping off point, not an ending to the scene. The scene is not over by any means. Um, but I reached a good stopping point for now. I found a cool like 90s alternative playlist outside of what I've been using, and it really fueled 731 words of writing. It's a pretty good. I saved it so that I could. Okay, so like let me tell you what songs actually fueled that 731 words. Okay, so you ready? I'm going to give you an extra special glimpse into the music that fueled 731 words that quickly in under an hour. Okay, so it's a 90s alternative rock radio playlist on YouTube. So we got Garbage, Only Happy When It Rains, Weezer, Say It Ain't So, Beck, Loser, Nirvana, and Bloom, Blur, Song 2, Bloodhound Gang, The Bad Touch, Offspring, Come Out and Play, Soundgarden, Fell on Black Days, and Stone Temple Pilots, Creep. Yeah, I saved this one. Okay, like seriously. And I'm gonna probably be using it again later. It was definitely helpful. Like some of the songs that I have to look forward to, like Hey Jealousy is already on the writing playlist, but we've got Presidents of the United States a Lump. Guys, Lump sat alone on the buggy marsh, totally emotionless except for heart. Yeah, I know that fucking song. Okay. Alice in Chains Man in a Box. Yes. Beck, Where It's At, Filter, Hey Man, Nice Shot. Local H, Bound for the Floor. I like Local H. And I never remember them. I never remember them until I see them. Okay, Cracker, Low. You know that song. It's one of the few Cracker songs that anybody ever plays on the radio. Okay, that's one that goes, Being with you, girl, it's like being low. Hey, 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 like being stoned. Yeah. And then you've got Under the Bridge, Red Hot Chili Peppers, a quintessential 90s song, Monkey Wrench by the Foo Fighters. Okay. Yeah, that's just a few songs. Like, oh, Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden? Yes. This is a good one. Seven Mary Three Cumbersome. Oh my god. That's on this playlist. I love that song. Too heavy, too light, too black or too white, too wrong or too right, today or tonight. Cumbersome. Yeah. It's got another local H song on here. Like, oh man. White Zombie, More Human Than Human. Yes. Oh yeah, I've got a good list here. I'm gonna be using this. Oh my god, it's got Primus on it. It's got Primus on it. Okay, all right. Most people only know Primus because of South Park. Okay, the theme to South Park is done by Primus. I think it's still the same theme. I think they've got the same theme where like come on down South Park and meet some friends of mine. That song is Primus. Okay, and this playlist has a song by Primus called Winona's Big Brown Beaver. Uh huh. Yeah. Oh man, Insane in the Brain by Cypress Hill is on here. Okay, this is a great playlist. There's I think, and if I'm understanding this correctly, it has 105 songs. We are good to go for these scenes. Oh man, yes. That's a pretty good list there. Oh shit, we got some Silverchair. Nice. Okay, so 731 words I wrote this morning. Really good start to the scene. Um, let's see if it continues. Let's see if I keep up with the um, having to doing that well writing this scene. Do you want me to read anything? Let's. I got 2 minutes. Let me read something. Let me read something to you. So we're talking about Catherine in high school, walking into high school on a Friday. Um, she had made it through the week. Um, she's at Friday, right? She's talking about the way her school looks and everything, and the dynamic of the way the school looks compared to how certain things operate with the administration. And she's talking about the writer. She's noticing and well, the narrator is a third person omniscient. Okay, so the narrator is describing what she sees. Okay, what somebody would see, anybody would see if they open the doors and walk into this main hallway of the high school, and it's a small town high school. Okay, so I actually like had to go. I went back in my brain, in my memory banks here, and I remembered what it was like walking into my high school every day, where I would normally walk in. So like you walk in and you go up you get dropped off at this one door, and it's like you walk up like a few steps and you get to this door, and there's like a double set of doors, and you walk through the doors, and there's just a line, like a straight hallway going back towards, eventually, if you walk all the way down the hallway, you get to the library at the other end. Okay, so yeah, I remember this because I went there 4 years every day that was not a holiday or a weekend. Okay, and sometimes on weekends if I had rehearsal. Okay, so you would walk in these doors, and that was like this hallway that would go all the way back to the library and study hall, and lined with all these classroom doors, but in between the classrooms were all the lockers. Okay, so these were wooden cabinet lockers that we weren't allowed to have in my high school. We weren't allowed to have locks, and I kind of like I borrowed from that idea to write this entry. Let's see here. Random locker searches and confiscations were easier on the highway full of unlocked vessels. Theft was also easy. It went without saying that if you had anything worth stealing or confiscating, they should probably keep it on your person, in your backpack or purse. Girls were allowed to keep their purses undeterred, for the most part, avoiding search. The thought was being that anything worth hiding is easily exposed in plain sight with a purse. There are times that rules made by male administrators were oppressive and felt obsessive of the constant search for the vulgarities of the American teenage girl. However, there were also times that it made obvious that men who made those rules had no idea how most purses were constructed, with at least one zippered pocket located inside the purse that, depending on the size of some preppy kid's Coach purse, could fit her and her boyfriend's flask and or cigarettes. What was in Catherine's Walmart brand black purse with faux suede fringe and studs? What had she hid in that pocket that day? Catherine had a Snickers, Mentos for her enjoyment, not for her breath, her lipstick, the eyeliner du jour, and a tiny notebook with which she wrote random poetry. That's something I wanted to share with you guys today, so far. But that was I'm actually pretty happy with that. There might be a little bit small changes made to that little area someday, but I'm actually pretty happy with that. That's pretty cool. But 731 words. We're stopping for now. We'll come back later. We still got more to do. And I gotta go get the cats fed and get to work. So until later. See ya. It is still February 12th, but it's 6:06 p.m. Decided we're gonna try and write the rest of my words for the day. How many do I need? 519 words to get my goal for the day. And I think that's actually all I'm going to do today. I don't know if I'm going to overachieve this week, or what I'm gonna do. I was feeling like really good earlier. And now I don't. So I'm going to blow my nose because now I'm crying and now my nose is stuffy. And then I'm going to try to write 518 words. And I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to do it. And then I'm not doing anything besides reading, maybe watching TV, maybe eating dinner for the rest of the night. And then hopefully I feel better tomorrow. I will calm down and I will write. Trying to be authentic. Trying to tell you guys exactly how I'm feeling when I feel it, when I'm doing this, you know? Like, I'm not trying to put off, like, any type of particular feeling or face or whatever. Like, you guys get the, like, happy no matter what person on my other videos. But that is not the reality of the situation right now. It just isn't. So I'm going to turn on that playlist from earlier. I'm going to take a drink of water and I'm going to do this. I will give you a final word count. I'll check back in before I officially stop for the day. Okay, I got 1409, 1,409 words done, and I'm done writing for this evening. I will be back in the morning. I don't really have anything else to say right now. Besides that, I mean, I went over my goal. I guess there's that. Yeah, that's it. I don't have anything else to say. February 13th, 2024, 8:03 a.m. Yesterday, I think I told everyone I stopped at 1409. Yeah, so I am at 1,400 for the week so far. Doing another entry into my log. Get it all ready to go. Someday I will explain why I was so upset yesterday, but right now I'm doing okay right this second, and I'm going to turn on this music. It's my boyfriend's turn to feed the cats today, so I don't have to stop until literally right before I have to sign in for work. So let's see what happens. I was not done with the scene from yesterday. Still working on that. Still plugging along. Going to be plugging along at that one, hopefully. Got this. Got my flavored water. And I got the playlist all queued up, ready to go. So nothing to it but to do it. See you on the other side. I decided to go ahead and stop at 8:47. 603 words, so I still need another just over, well, around 700 words to reach my goal. Yeah. Um, so I'll be back later. I'll be back. So I'm waiting for my breakfast to arrive. It is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Belated by the time you see this. I kind of wanted to, like, I didn't think I was going to have enough time to write this morning because I was just kind of relaxing, drinking coffee with my boyfriend this morning. And last night I didn't write anything because I decided I wanted to watch a movie instead. Which means I just have all the more to have to write on Thursday and Friday, but that's okay. That's okay. I mean, and I also have the weekend as well. If I don't finish my goal for the week by the end of Friday, but that's okay. I kind of just wanted to sit here and kind of take a moment to kind of explain how I was feeling the other day. I feel like I have been trying really too hard to fit into a mold of what other people want me to be on here. That I haven't been completely true to myself. And that's a problem because I'm I spend a lot of time in, like, if any of you ever read what I'm writing on right now, what I'm writing right now, like the novel that I'm writing, if anyone ever reads any of my poetry, anything like that, like, I have never really, one, had the easiest time fitting in anywhere, and two, not really caring all that much about it. Like, I do, like, the idea, meaning what I'm trying to say, the idea of actively trying to seek other people's approval, um, is very foreign to me. I don't do it. Like, I have never been a person that before YouTube wanted to seek anyone's fucking approval on anything. Never. I am the person, like that, like the kind of person that walked through her high school with black lipstick and thick eyeliner and wore flannel, even though people, told me because I wore flannel when I wasn't wearing all black, all right, that they thought I was gay, which I wasn't. It was a stupid stereotype, okay? Um, I was not the person that gave any care to what they thought of me. I mostly just wanted to be left alone. The fact that I wasn't left alone was the problem, not the fact that they didn't like me, right? I just wanted to exist as myself and exist authentically as myself. And the fact of the matter is that I feel like for a very long time, I have not been existing authentically as myself. I've been trying to. And I think that with certain people, I do exist authentically. In certain situations, I've existed authentically. But it's actually in a lot of situations, I've tried to be authentic and been myself. Um, and with some people, that gets me a ways, but in a lot of other cases, it gets me absolutely nowhere. And so then I start trying to like be like carry on 5, right? So you have like carry full powered, like Super Saiyan carry, right? And then you have carry just at like tolerable level for most people's enjoyment, trying to find that. And because I really actually want to succeed at this, that's what's going on. I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk more about this later, but I got to go do something. But I'll be back. I had to make sure Joe was grabbing our food that was being delivered. um, I don't know. I don't know. I want to take time to like talk about this later. Like actually really form my thought process involving this. Just, I guess that's what I'm trying to get out. Okay, so it is February 15th, 8:15 a.m. I'm going to write the next approximately 45 minutes. I did not write at all yesterday, so I gotta write today. So, not gonna waste too much time talking about it. I did want to talk more about what I was talking about the other day. Um, so, yeah. Actually, I think I talked about it a little bit yesterday instead of writing, and that might have been part of the issue. But I do want to talk about it more. I want to be open about it. So I will talk to you guys in a little while. But right now, nothing to do but to do it. So I'm not gonna lie. It is Friday, February 16th. I have loafed my ass off this week. I realize that probably like reverberated in this microphone, the sound of me taking a drink. I apologize. So it was exceptionally loud and I have earbuds in. Um, so I'm not working today. My full-time job, I'm not working today. Last night I went out to an open mic and read some of my poetry. In case y'all want to be reminded, I do have 3 self-published books of poetry. Information about one of them is down below. If you go into Amazon and you click on my name, author name, it'll take you to my author page and you should be able to find the other 2 if you're interested. But I went and I read some of my poetry in an open mic. The first one I've been to in Indianapolis. It was very nice. It's a lot of fun. I liked it very much. There were a lot of people there reading and listening, and it was fun. I was very very happy with the experience, and I will be going back. So expect Thursdays to be lighter writing days. Honestly, typically, though I did write 396 words, just 396 words in the morning. So I didn't like not write anything, as opposed to Valentine's Day where I didn't write anything. All I did was come on here and talk to you guys about like how I was feeling and why I was feeling the way I was. And I'm not even sure I articulated that well enough. So um, I'm going to take some time later on to do that before and incorporate it into this posting. But like I'm going to do a lot of writing today. I'm going to do a lot of other stuff related to creative work. And I have a feeling I might be writing through the weekend. I try to do everything just like in the days of the week, like the work days, and then leave the weekend to doing other stuff. But I think I'm going to be writing a little bit this weekend if I want to reach my goal, because I'm definitely nowhere near the goal at this point. I'm a bit far off from it. Actually, I would say, let me see here. Let me do a quick calculation for y'all. Um, since we're here, where I'm at. What do I have left to do? So, the goal is 6,250 each week, right? Now, granted, I pretty regularly go over that amount. So, yeah. Um, but 6,250 is the goal, the current goal for the week, okay? And I wrote on Monday, strong at 1409, so 1,409 minus 603 on Tuesday. Not a heavy writing day at all. Nothing like I said on Wednesday. Yesterday was 396. And that means I have 3,842 words left to write for my current weekly goal. I haven't broke my 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 weekly goal. I haven't like broke my resolution for my weekly goal yet, though. Like that I made at the beginning of the year. The initial goal of at least the equivalent of 700 words, 100 words per day. I have not messed that up. Because obviously I've written more than 100 words per day, but over 3 days. Sorry, 3,842 left to go. This keeps coming out. This, I don't know why that keeps doing that. I've been trying to fix it. My hair is being a pain in the ass. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I've been trying to fix it like all morning. And here we are. Here we are. All right, let's get into this. Let's do this. I'm gonna possibly utilize the idea of sprints today. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Just write as long as I can until I reach 3842. Wish me luck. I'll update you guys when I'm done. So told you guys I'd be back to talk about the end of the week. It's Sunday. In the last couple logs I've gotten out, like earlier on in the weekend, and I was trying to see if I could get the last of the words that I wanted to do done, but I did not. I ended up being down 1,357 words for the week. That happens. That happens. It happens. And I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I did a little bit earlier. But I'm not gonna do that again. Because what I have written has been pretty good. The thing is, I had a little bit of a rough week. And that's probably what went down and what happened. So I kind of talked about it a little bit here. The reason I'm kind of feeling everything that I am. And everything. And I think have a lot of ability and want to do things, but I need to understand that I'm probably not going to reach to my own standards involving anything. I have really high standards of myself. And even minor setbacks can derail progress that I've made. And that's something I have to work on. That's something I have to do myself and figure it out. I know that I need to make sure that I am not having days where I'm not even getting anywhere close to my goal for the day and or not writing at all when I'm supposed to be writing. I feel like maybe even if it's one of those things where it's like even if I'm writing but it's not part of the major work in progress, um, then it should be fine. I'm writing is writing. What I'm trying to do is making sure I don't go off the rails too much where I stop completely. And that is what I'm trying to avoid doing. I don't want to go many days without doing that. There's other like emotional things that I'm dealing with involving this and related things that is still kind of difficult to talk about, um, and not feel like I'm wrong for feeling the way I do. Yeah. Trying to not feel wrong. So, yeah, I'm going to I'm going to file this as a moment in time where sometimes things don't always work out the way you want them to. And that's okay. That's okay. I did some fun things this week and had some good experiences this week on top of anything, seeing me crying, getting emotional on here. I had some good moments. Yeah. But I need the point is to not be ruled by the bad moments so much that you can't recognize the good in those issues, in the good and maybe not directly related to what's going on, but you have to recognize the good as well. And I have to come to some realizations about myself and what I'm doing here and why I'm here and how I'm doing it. And maybe things are not as easy as I thought they would be. Maybe there are certain goals that are not as attainable as I thought they would be. Not everyone is interested in hearing what I have to say. Not everyone is See, I always knew that. I always knew that. This is not new fucking information. This is not new information. I know what I'm dealing with here, and I know who I am, and I know way I'm perceived. I've always known that. I was just kind of hoping maybe, just maybe, I could rise above it. Jury's still out on that one. It's like one of those things where it's like, okay, so like, how can you love doing something so much that you love doing it? You love doing something so much, but then you also kind of don't love it. And you have to sit there and you have to analyze why you don't love it. And then what happens when you come to the realization that the reason you don't love it, it's all your fault. It's your fault. That's what I'm dealing with this week. If that makes any sense at all. I had expectations for myself. I continue to have expectations for myself. And I'm falling short of those expectations. For whatever reason, whether it has to do with me or it's external or internal, either way, I am not living up to my expectations. Me. And that's for some reason, I am doing what I'm doing and I'm not living up to my expectations. So I try harder. I try harder next week. And I keep trying to be happy. Keep trying to figure myself out and not put expectations on myself that don't make sense. Yeah. Next week, I'm going to try to be happier. Try to end on a happy note. This week, it's a little bit harder. But it's okay. Because despite the fact that it was harder, I am still going to try. Still going to do it. Because there are positive things here. There are positive things here. See you next week.